UFC Featherweight Cub Swanson mentioned on the UFC Unfiltered podcast that the UFC Featherweight Champion Conor McGregor going and fighting outside the Featherweight division is ridiculous, and that he doesn't believe that Conor McGregor is coming back to the Featherweight division. This is what he said.
I think it's kind of a joke. I think it's slap in the face to all of us. You know, it's kind of ridiculous. You know, we had a champion, you know, that kind of rarely fought, and so, you know, he's been the champion forever. Then he loses to the new champion. There's excitement. Then he leaves the division. Honestly, doesn't look like he's coming back. I mean, he says he is, and we'll see. He had such a hard time making the weight before. Now he's fighting at 170. So he's obviously enjoying food, you know, making his body adjust to that weight. I just don't see him making 145 again. So it's kind of irritating that we're just fighting, and you know, that's fine.
Conor McGregor posted this on his Instagram with the caption, "I am preparing for a 5-round war every day." It seems like he's preparing himself to go full distance against Nate Diaz at UFC 202, with Michael Bisping confirming that his first title defense will be against Dan Henderson at UFC 204. The UFC Middleweight Champion said that he expects Dan Henderson to try to cheat, as before Dan Henderson was using TRT. After TRT was banned in the UFC completely, it will no longer give him an edge against Michael Bisping. The UFC has made an official announcement that Cris Cyborg will face Lina Lansberg in the main event of UFC Fight Night 95 in Brazil. Other announced bouts include former UFC Bantamweight Champion Renan Barao facing against Phillipe Nover in the co-main event in a featherweight contest, and Roy Nelson versus Antonio Silva has also been announced for the card. UFC lightweight Michael Johnson wants a rematch with Nate Diaz badly if he wins his next fight against Dustin Poirier at UFC Fight Night 94. Michael Johnson fought Nate Diaz at UFC on Fox 17 and lost the fight by a unanimous decision, and Conor McGregor lands on the cover of Men's Health magazine.